Hello. Thank you for joining and those that are coming on board from the replay. My name is Renee, and I want to disclose up front that I am not a professional investor. I'm just a single mom who is building her own portfolio so that I could leave a legacy to my daughter and to her children. And so I wanted to share with you what I do is I like to share the foundation for those that want to invest and build a portfolio and do it yourself. Hello. Calandra is my prayer mentor. Her and her husband's been doing an excellent series every morning at 5 a.m. We have prayer and Bible study, and we're going through Revelation. So she's definitely, if you're trying to build your spiritual prayer life and get into the Word, come and join us in the morning at 5 a.m. But today's scope, and I'm glad she's on here because I have an interest in adding gold and silver to my portfolio. I already have real estate properties. I have my 401k. I have a stock portfolio, and if you follow me on YouTube, I have a whole series if you're interested in how to go about starting a financial portfolio in stock. I have a whole series that will show you how to go about it. And so I'm at the beginning stages of starting to add gold and silver. So thank you all for joining. So the first thing I do is I research. I find out all that I can find out. You're not going to find out 100% of everything, but about gold and silver. So I have a book. I've had it for a while on gold and silver by Michael Maloney. So I've been reading up, brushing up, because you don't want to go into an investment blindly. You want to have a knowledge. You want to know what you're purchasing. Some of the questions that I had was that I wanted to know, not only just to purchase the gold and silver, but for those of you that keep up with the value of the dollar is declining, and our country is in debt. And Michael Maloney, he has like a 3-part series on the YouTube channel. So check him out because he'll do a better job on explaining on how we're just mass producing money over and over again. And, I've traveled to Mexico. My daughter went to Spain. You can go to different countries and they do not accept our dollars. You have to convert over to their money. And so what if the market did crash? Everything we have, like our 401ks, our stock market, not being able to go to the bank. I mean, Greece just recently, they could only go to the ATM and get out $60. I mean, can you imagine waking up tomorrow and they tell you that the money system has crashed and any dollars that you have no longer exist? Are you prepared for that? So that's why I'm considering adding gold and silver into my portfolio. And thank you all for joining. So by no means am I a professional. I'm just a single mom out here trying to find my way. And I don't want for our country to hit a snag and we can't survive. And so God wants to bless us so that, that's the purpose of my prosperity, so that I could be a blessing. That I'm blessed so that I could be a blessing. Just like with Joseph, there was 7 years of famine and 7 years of plenty. And so during that plenty, they were able to go in and give to those that didn't have. And so we want to be in that position. I mean, that's my goal. And I feel that God is, yes, blessed to be a blessing. And I feel that God has trusted me with that. And so he is seeking out people that he can trust with his wealth, so that when there are bad times, there's always going to be someone that's in need, and you want to be in a position to be able to give. And so if your money is tied up in the stock market, and I have my money tied up into that too, I don't leave any money on the table at work where my job will match my money that I put in a 401k. But if our money system fails, that's gone. That's gone. So you have to have something to fall back on. So what I do is I do my research. So I have, my books. I get the newspaper. This is the IBD Investor Business Daily. I get it for my stock. And so for the first time, I'm actually looking at, the gold and silver. So I'm looking at that page to see how it's doing. And so right now, gold is over $1,000 a share. And so silver is a little more, the book is called Guide to Investing in Gold and Silver by Michael Maloney. He has some excellent YouTube videos, which I have watched, but, I did pull out the book because Calandra that is on here, I was on their prayer and she was talking about gold. And so I've had this book for a while and it's something I want to do, but you want to make sure that you're dealing with the proper companies. You don't want to put your money into, a company and then later go to redeem your gold and then it's not there. So you want to educate yourself on the process. So I'm inviting you on my journey. So I'm just now opening up my knowledge of how to go about it. Calandra has given me some a link for carrotbars.com. And so after, if not today, but by tomorrow, I will upload this to my YouTube channel. And so I'll add the links on there. They do have an affiliate program. So I'll have my link on there. I signed up under Calandra. And so I'm just doing my research right now. And so I don't know, Calandra, are you going to do a series on that? And, and if so, where people can, because she knows more about, she's a couple of steps ahead of me. So we will be talking soon, as I did sign up and I do have my account active. And so, okay, you and Jennifer are working on that. Great. So people, stay tuned. We'll keep you updated on what's going on. And if you want to be more involved and find out what's going on. Hi, Jennifer. My name is Renee. Calandra has been leading me in prayer in the morning, getting me out of bed at 5 a.m. in the morning. I do try to sleep in late on Saturdays, but I catch the replay. But other than that, after I'm done with this, I'm going to go take a nap because, like I said, even though it's at 5 o'clock, God wakes you up at 4:30, at 4 o'clock, and, okay, Lord. So anyway, she's my mentor on this. I have my materials that I'm going to use to get educated. Also access to the website. So it's carrotbars.com, but, hold off till we get back with you so that you can be included. And, that was one of the things. Find mentors. Find people that are already doing what you're trying to do and are successful at that. And so here's a good place to hook up. I have to decide whether I want to buy coins or bars or bullions. So you have to make a decision on what you want. You want to look at the cost. Like I said, gold is a little higher than silver right now, so it may be a good place to get some silver while the price is good. And as that price soars, you want to find the right entry. Now, I've purchased stocks, and usually what I do is I find 3 companies doing the same thing. And then I go in and look at the numbers. I look at the charts. I see, I don't buy a stock at its peak. I buy a stock that is making movement and about to, hit the charts and go up, because you want to increase your investment. And you don't want to get into an investment where you're not making any money. But one thing so far about gold and silver, the little that I've found out thus far, is that it never loses it never loses its value. So money loses its value. What you used to buy for $1, I'm 51. So when I was younger, $1 went a long way. Nowadays, you need more than $1 for that same item. And so the whole purpose again is to make money, and not just for yourself, but to be a blessing to others. So this is part one, is what I called it. And like I said, I got all my materials. I got my mentor, Calandra. I have my books. I have my newspaper. I got my pen and pencil out, taking notes. And so I'm looking at an entry point. So I'm definitely, between now and January, I will be making my first purchase. And I'm, the type of teacher and leader that I get out there and lead the way. I'm not going to recommend something to you. By no means am I want to also disclose, I'm not inviting you to get involved in buying gold and silver. But if it's something that you've thought about doing and you have some questions and you're unsure about some things, and you're a beginner, I help you to begin that journey. The other thing too is I'm getting ready to launch a book at the end of this month, and it's called it was Living in the Overflow, but I changed it to How to Live in the Overflow. And so it's my journey from when I was just working. I had my own business, making all kinds of money and had nothing to show for it. A cycle of going in and out of debt. And my start on how I started off with $25 in a savings account and just slowly started building my legacy and my wealth. And so it's something that I could pass down to my daughter, the business, and she could pass it down to her children. My grandfather passed it down to my dad. My dad passed some things down to me, and I want to keep the generation of legacy flowing. And so I learned a lot, but I, like I said, I showed you this book. I'll also add the link. Matter of fact, on if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I already have the link. If you click on there, it takes you automatically to Amazon. You can get the book from the library, but that's how I started. I went to the library, I got books, and learned how to do this investing on my own. And so I will be sharing my nuggets. They're free. My book is not going to be free, but it's not going to be that expensive. But if you're looking nowadays, you work a job, even your 401ks, they want you to self-manage your 401ks. And we don't have any background in finances. I mean, some people do, but most people don't. And so, but again, if the market were to crash tomorrow, your whole 401k, if you're depending on that for your retirement, you can forget it. It's gone. So it's just really a bunch of numbers on paper until you cash it in. So hopefully we live that long to cash it in. Will it ever be tax-free? I don't know. I don't know. Will you get the full benefit from it? But, I get involved. I even my 401k, there's a book from Tony Robbins on The Master of Money or something like that. But I read that and it helped me to navigate and manage my 401k properly by putting my money into an index fund. So by no means, I'm not saying my way is the right way. My strategies are the right strategies, but I do follow people that are successful in what I recommend. And so if you are looking for people to link up with, just stay tuned. But I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thank you for joining, and look forward to part 2, my next step.